Do it up. Yeah, you do. Yeah, not Owen. You.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that. I don't have that much human interaction outside of people who are 2 feet tall.
Uh huh.
And it's basically my wife, and we work in shifts. She takes the morning, I take the nights. So
Okay.
you are literally the only adult I have talked to besides insurance people in the last 48 hours.
And with that, welcome to another video we trying YouTube channel here. I'm Michael. That's Leroy.
I'm gonna tell you right
Uh,
now,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not Mormon, but if I could get a sister wife and my wife is on board, she's like, I don't even care if you're in a relationship. She's like, we need somebody else in this house to help
Oh,
us with these kids because it's
okay.
us against them.
What a lovely family relationship you got going on
Hey,
there.
at least we're on the same page.
That's true. That's true. But we're not here to talk about parenting advice, of which Leroy has a lot to
We're here
give
to
you.
talk about paper
Paper Girls.
girls.
I've seen the cover of this, probably at your house and maybe in a couple of comic book shops. What are we getting into? What besides rubbing your nipples with the books? I guess. What is this, and why should I care? Why should I care about this show?
So you like Stranger Things, right?
I do.
Okay, so a la Stranger Things. One, this is Brian K. Vaughan. Brian K. Vaughan, if there was a Mount Rushmore of comic writers, Brian K. Vaughan arguably would be up there.
Did
This
he
is
do Runaways? I listen to you sometimes. All right, calm down.
I,
Shut
I
up.
feel I feel like that meme.
Uh
I
huh.
really do.
Okay.
Brian Runaways, We Three, um, Saga,
Yes. Okay.
Brian K. Vaughan, Ex Machina. Oh, no, is it Ex Machina or Ex Machinima? Either way,
They'll let
Brian
us know in the comments.
Brian K. Vaughan is one of the premier comic writers.
Okay.
So I mentioned Stranger Things because Stranger Things has 4 kids battling the forces of evil,
5 kids.
and yeah, it starts off as 4.
Oh, sure. All right. We won't get into it. Sure. All right.
Either way, so it
Uh huh.
starts off as 4 like this, and it's basically 4 girls on a paper route through time, battling the forces of, we're going to call them evil. I don't want to give anything away, but basically it's kind of the same theme. You get kind of the same feelings as you read the books. Again, I don't want to give anything away. I've been excited ever since that this was announced because this is a book that I picked up because of the name Brian K. Vaughan. I have the first story arc in comic
Hmm.
form, and then I have these. I haven't bought the hardcover edition, which I need to before this comes out because I know once it comes out they're going to shoot up in price. But it's rare when I can have a series that me and my wife both enjoy. And I
Hmm.
bought it, and then I gave them to her to read, and she was like, "Oh, I like these," and I was like, "So I can go to the comic book store and buy more comics?" And she was like, "Pump your brakes."
Right.
So I'm interested in this. Here's the tagline from IMDb. A
I mean, you
few
want
hours.
you want to get into the trailer?
Yeah, let's do that because I've been waiting
Okay.
for this. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Great. Yes.
because I've been talking for a minute and I'm
Yeah.
excited.
All right. Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Let's do it.
All right. Make sure everything's right. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
This is some kind of time travel. We're in 2019. We're gonna get back to 1988. Who's there? What are you doing in my house?
What are you doing in my house?
Oh.
That's her. Holy shit.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, this isn't real. This isn't real. This is real. Oh.
Wow. That
Had to
was
make had to make wake that baby up. Cause
okay. Riz Ahmed. Thanks.
oh,
Um.
you ready? You
That
ready?
looks really good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just the premise it's got. I mean, I wish we had more. July
I don't.
29th, the day
I
after my
don't.
birthday,
I
I
don't.
got
I don't. I really need you to not think of these things as like gifts to you for your
I
birthday.
think I think they were made for me. I think this and Harley Quinn were both made for me in my birthday week. You can't prove me wrong.
Sounds just like a man.
Yeah, they were made for my pleasure, so that's cool. I'm excited about that.
So here's the tagline or the synopsis from IMDb. A few hours after 1988 Halloween night, four 12-year-old girls have to face a mission trapped in a complicated conflict. They will travel in time to save the world. That's the synopsis. Now,
Cool.
you saw Ali Wong, right?
Hmm.
So Ali Wong plays adult Aaron.
Hmm.
Aaron is played by Riley Lane Nillet. Nilly?
I'm not gonna say the name. You keep trying.
I I don't know. Um so I don't know all of the kids who were named, but I
Hmm.
was really interested once they started naming the adults. So Nate Cordry is in the show. Adina Porter, I love her. Uh, Kelly Stewart, Ali Wong, of course. She is my spirit animal.
Uh huh.
Uh, so once these people got announced, I was like, oh, so we're really doing it. And the fact that it's on Amazon. Now, I want to preface this before I go any further. Brian K. Vaughan's books are amazing. Why the Last Man is an amazing series, but it was optioned for FX and they changed a lot of it. And it
Hmm.
got canceled after one season. They have been trying to shop it and trying to get it on another network, streaming service. I did not like the series on
Okay.
TV, but I enjoyed Why the Last Man, excuse me, in book form. So I'm hoping with the backing of Amazon, they do justice to this book.
So it's interesting that you say why the Last Man didn't catch on
Hmm.
like they wanted to the live action version.
Hmm.
I would say Runaways, which we already said was touched by Brian K. Vaughan.
Hmm.
That live action version didn't really catch on. I don't think. Like they did 3 seasons, but nobody's really talking about Runaways anymore.
It had some diehard fans. It was okay. It
Sure.
wasn't, for me, it wasn't like it was okay, but it was during that time when Kevin Feige was not in charge of all everything encompassing that had to do with the MCU. You had
Hmm.
separate divisions. You are how do I say this? You are a staunch supporter of Agents of Shield and Agent Carter. That
Me
was
and like
under
20 people.
it's a little more than 20. Because we talked about Agents of Shield, and I made not disparaging comments, but I was like, "Ain't nobody
You just said
watching
it.
this."
It wasn't your thing, and people
It
was coming
was
for you.
son. I People came for me as if I called their mama names, and
Yeah.
let me tell you, I have talked mad crap about Halle Berry, friend of the show, and
People
no
have
one,
not come.
son,
Dang.
son, I called out Halle Berry on numerous occasions, and
Numerous occasions.
no one has come for me as hard as they came for me on Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
I would like to point that out. Friend of the show, Halle Berry.
Yeah.
But you have been a staunch supporter of Agent Carter,
Hmm.
Agents of Shield, Runaways. We both like Cloak and Dagger, but
Yeah.
on Freeform, it fell by the wayside. So I think that's more Jeff Loeb. I would like to see what would happen with those characters under Kevin Feige, under the Disney umbrella, a
Sure.
la Miss Marvel, because I will say this: Miss Marvel has turned out to be one of Disney Plus's best MCU shows. So I
Yeah.
would love to see what they would have done with Brian Case Vaughn's Runaways. I say all of that to say Amazon has done a great job with creator owned projects, unlike some other network streaming services. They handled Invincible very well.
Hmm.
They have killed the game on boys.
Sure.
People love the Wheel of Time, and we have the Lord of the Rings Ring of Power coming out later on this year.
Hmm.
So, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, people love that. Uh,
I did enjoy Jack Ryan.
you have
I liked Reacher.
I was about to bring it up. You enjoyed Reacher.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how well Amazon handles this creator-owned project versus on Netflix with Mark Miller's um, Jupiter's Legacy and other projects other people have handled. So I'm on board. I love the series. My wife loved the series. These are some precocious young women, young girls.
Now, is the series done in comic book form, graphic novel form?
The series is done.
Mhm.
It's still being collected. Like I said, I own the graphic novels, and so this is what I do. And I know it's counterproductive. Hopefully, my wife will never see this. This is what I do, and it's dumb, but this is how the business works. You buy the issues, then you buy the graphic novel because you're supporting the work. And then they come out with a hardcover edition or a standard, and then you buy those. So what I end up doing is when I buy the issues, I keep those, sell these, and then end up with like the hardcover these. So I'm hoping this series catches on only because I'm hoping people pick up comics and that like introduces them into the world of comic literature.
Sure, sure. Yeah, we're both on board. July 29th, the day after my birthday. My birthday week is going to be
It's
filled
not
with
a it's not
incredible
about
stuff.
you, sir. It's
Paper
not
Girls
about
was
you.
clearly created for me as well as Harley Quinn. So you guys can have all my reviews about that when it comes down.
Can't even argue.
Um,
Comes out on your birthday.
yeah, that's right. But be sure to follow us here on YouTube on the We Trying channel. Also follow us on the. You're gonna hit some buttons while I talk.
No, I'm trying to make sure my baby's not up.
Okay, do that. Also follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all on We Trying y'all.
Mhm.
We actually have a couple of videos up on Twitch compared to our other channel when we said we were going to, and we never did. So keep following us there. We are putting up video game stuff, content. And one of these days, Leroy and I guess we're going to play Outriders. Is that what you said?
Oh
Because
man,
you
we
have
need to.
Outriders. So,
I have Outriders. We need to play. I'm playing it now.
okay.
Me and the
So I
baby,
need,
we're playing it now. But please pick up Brian K. Vaughan. Pick up everything. We Three is about a government agency that takes three house pets, a cat, a dog, and a rabbit, and turns them into Terminators.
sure.
It's freaking amazing.
It's
Um,
freaking amazing.
it's freaking amazing. Paper Girl Saga. Saga is one of the best books out there. So all I'm gonna say is, let me tell you about a little bit about Brian K. Vaughan and how his mind works. So you see this right here? What does that look like to you?
I mean, it looks like a lady's breast.
Okay,
There we go.
that's what you got, right?
Uh huh.
So Brian K. Vaughan, little backstory. Saga.
Are we doing a separate video? Because I feel like we
No,
can
no, no.
stop this video.
I'm just
What's
gonna give
happening?
you. I'm just gonna give you about like this is how this man thinks his writing.
Uh-huh.
So Saga is basically Game of Thrones, Romeo and Juliet, Star Wars. That's how his mind works. And on this cover, they he was like that. Like retail, like, we're not gonna let you put on cover of a like breastfeeding. They were like anti breastfeeding. And Brian K. Vaughan was like, bet. On the hardcover, the main character is going to be breastfeeding with the mom. And he
Uh-huh.
did that as a FU to retailers when they told him he couldn't do it. So that's how the man's mind works. So imagine his mind. He's already written it. Some other people took it and were like, yeah, let's put this on TV, on Amazon. The people who did Hero
Well,
Guess. Hold on.
hold on, no, because what you're saying, we're talking about two different shows now.
What I'm saying
We're not
is,
talking. We're not talking about Saga, right? We're talking
no, no,
about.
no. Paper Girls. What I'm saying is,
Mhm.
the people who did Herogasm, the company that put that on streaming, is now giving you Paper Girls,
Mhm.
Unfettered. What's some other words that I can use to say uh,
Uncut.
uncut, uncensored,
There we go.
unrestricted?
Unrestricted.
Watch this show. Watch it. Get the books.
Are you done now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All right,
don't get to
folks.
talk to a lot of people, man. Hey, and Cliff Ching uh drew this.
I swear to
So
God, I just want to end this video.
I can't, man. I don't talk to a lot of people.
Well, then you should say that before I do the rigmarole at the end, because now where are we going with this?
I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, folks, I'm hitting the end. See you later.
In my defense, they knew what they signed up for.